Alright, hello everyone, welcome to this special TPN news broadcast. I am Nintendo with my special guest host, XprtHunter. Say hello, Hunter.
What's up, everyone?
Alright guys, this is a retake. Alright, so the expansion's come out, we're having a lot of fun with it. We got to test a whole bunch of shit. There's a lot of fun cards. And we're gonna go over all the red cards for today. Yoshishiki, I only am missing one red card. I'm not too fussed about it right now. So we'll go over all the unit actions and units and give our thoughts. Alright. First one, as you can see here, Molsters is a 1-cost action. It explores for Lil Moly, which is a 2-cost 2/4 beast. When he's played, he swaps board slots with another random friendly unit. Easier if you have one unit to do the swap. If you have a full board, he'll just choose one randomly. This is an amazingly solid card for Jill.
1-cost action for a free explorer. Pretty good.
Yeah, no complaints. I love it. This is what Jill wanted and needed. And this just makes her much more relevant now. And she can start hanging with, like, the top tier decks with some of the new cards right now. Next up, we got Fukuko Kyohei. 1-cost action. It gives +1/+1 to a friendly human unit. I also said randomly again.
Solid cheap buff for humans.
Yeah, solid cheap buff for humans.
What more can you ask for?
But yeah. Next up is Power Slash. That was revealed on before. We know this card. 2-cost action. Deals 2 damage for 2. At memory 4, it deals 4 damage. At memory 7, it deals 6.
Decent card. I don't know. I kind of prefer Trust Mid Suspicion over this card, but that's fine.
Yeah, I think the memory is what kind of holds it back. We have to just sort of figure out maybe what happens in the nerfs next month. See what happens. Maybe this might see some play, but right now there are just better 2-cost actions that can do a little more, that have more utility. Next up, 2-cost action, Canine Warriors deals 3 damage to an enemy unit. If you have an explore count of 8, it does 8 damage instead. Doggies!
Doggos, man.
Doggos. I think it's a good card. If you get to the explore count 8, great. But like we said, there are just like kind of better actions for 2.
But if you do want to play this card, it's not a bad option for Joe. Mainly just because Joe explores so much that getting that 8-cost condition isn't really that hard.
No, I agree. If you can get to that 8-cost condition, it'd be great. Next up, Friendly Feud, 2-cost. Give a friendly unit +2 attack. Effective for 1 attack. If it has a growth, it gains 3 growth points. Solid red card. I like it.
Yeah, being able to give points to your growth units is always nice. And Red didn't have that, so this is a nice addition.
Yeah, Red did not have this, so this is a great red card, and growth is becoming a big thing now with the meta. Like, growth is coming back, which is really awesome. By fire or by wind, 2 epic, cost epic. Move a friendly unit to a random open board slot, and deal 3 damage split among all enemy units. I think it's pretty good. Haven't really seen it in play or been able to play test it, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, being able to move lanes is always nice in certain situations. I mean, it might be niche, but it could see play.
Yeah. Plus, this season of artwork cards have just been cool. Some of them are amazing. Was that all the action? Sorry.
Yeah, that's all the actions.
No. There's a little more. Arms of the Conqueror. 3-cost epic. Deals 4 damage to an enemy unit. Unit is destroyed by this damage. Deal 2 damage extra. Excuse me. I had to sneeze. This is a really good card. A lot of people playing this. I've seen this card come up so many times.
Yeah, dealing that additional damage is always nice.
Yeah, if you're able to pop the unit, especially with the full board, that's 4 extra damage to the other 2 units. Or two damage, two units. I'm saying too many times. Anyway, but it's a great card. Solid, I think it's good. A lot of people playing it. And finally, the legendary Sun Goddess. We all saw this. Hero is red. They gain reduce all damage friendly units take by 1, and increase all damage enemy units take by 1 for 25 seconds. 3-cost legendary, it's good. It's a solid legendary. I haven't used it yet, but we'll have to throw this into the deck.
Yeah, just being able to give your units Earl's ability is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty defensive legendary, but I can see it being good.
It's kind of nice to see that Aura's ability's kind of just been spread around for a bit.
I mean, it's pretty nice though.
It's nice and it's kind of funny, but it's also really good. Alright. The units now. Alright, so we have Red Imp is a spirit, 3/2/4. On death, he deals 1 damage to all enemy units. I think we said that it's a better force sprayer.
Yeah.
So if Denjin ever runs this, like, you know, buffing that for this unit is good for them, because, I mean, even if they don't run units, like, this is just a better force sprayer in general.
I mean, it's just pinging your opponent's units for damage, so that's always nice.
Yeah, always really nice for that. Spirits are cool, they just need a little more. Fukari, 3/2/4, human. When played, he gives +1 attack to a random friendly unit with growth. It's okay of a card, could be a little bit better. But I'll just say it's an okay card. Like, there's not much to it, really. Is 100.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah.
Pretty solid card, I would say.
I like its stats. I just wish it kind of gave more giving stats wise, like +1, like you said, +1/+1.
Yeah, but I seen this comboed with that one card I was telling you. What's her name? Princess Fuse.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So I mean, you can get value out of him. He's not the best, but it really depends what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I would go with that. Just depending on what you're going for, there's some value. Next is the 3-cost Spirit 2/5 Yatsu. When you explore, he deals 2 damage split among all enemy units. You said underwhelming. You got to test this out.
I mean, solid body, but niche effect.
Yeah, niche effect. I like his stats, but yeah, if you're not exploring, you're not benefiting off him.
Yeah, and there are situations where you're not able to explore because your board is full and you don't have any explore activators in your hand, so
yeah,
it just sits there.
If you ever did run him, I guess it'd be just a one-off. Like, I wouldn't push him more than that.
I mean, you probably play 2. You probably play 2. It depends how many explores are in your deck, right? If like your deck is more explore heavy, I can see him being more viable.
Fair enough then. Next up we have Ida. 3-cost, a 3/2 human with agility. When played, he randomly selects 1 card from all the cards you obtain with explore during the battle and adds it to the X pocket. We've stated that this is pretty much a Genesis card.
See, thinking about it now, maybe Yatsu would be decent in Genesis as well. Because you're always exploring in Genesis, like.
Yes, you are. And it is a pretty cheap action, actually.
Yeah.
So
if I remember right, Genesis runs 3 Bushin and 3 Brought to Light.
Yes,
and
probably
they would
run.
Yeah. No, they probably wouldn't run that mole card just because it would mess up their Genesis, right?
Yeah, actually it would. But they just want the detonations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, Yatsu being definitely used in Genesis makes sense now. So yeah, not bad cards. Like, they're good. They have their utilities. Next is Ume, 3-cost beast 2/4, growth of 3. At level 2, gains +1 attack. At level 3, he deals damage equivalent to earn attack to a random enemy unit. I think it's pretty solid for a rare card.
There's also a 3-drop, which helps you grow your units.
Mm-hmm.
And dings your opponent for 3. I mean, what more do you want?
Exactly. What more could you want? Great card. Really nice solo card. Good boy. Sasuke. Sarutobi Sasuke. 3 cost of 4/2. Human has rush. Upon dealing damage to the hero, he deals 2 damage to a random enemy units. I think it's good for that. Like, you know, if they got it in the field, just play in a different lane, and that's it.
Yeah, that's how you get value out of this card.
As long as he can hit the hero, as long as he can hit the enemy hero, like, yeah, you're getting good value.
Or you could use him as a blocker. It really depends. But he's not a bad card. He's pretty decent, I would say.
Yeah, I'll go with he's pretty decent. Plus, you know, artwork's pretty cool, especially Secret.
Yeah, the Secret's pretty nice. I mean, the regular artwork is nice too, though.
Definitely. Alright. Sun Goddess Amaterasu. 3 cost 1/3 legendary. Growth is 3. Level 2, gain +1/+4. Level 3, deal 4 damage to random enemy units. At level 4, give all friendly units +1/+1. At level 5, gain +2/+2. Agility, Veil, and Indestructible. At first, when we all saw this, we thought this card was going to be busted, but it turns out, nope, it's just a soul card. Because it can still die.
Yeah, Indestructible doesn't mean it doesn't take damage.
Yeah, it just nullifies destroy effects, will be destroyed if HP reaches 0. So, you know, if you can get it to level 5, Black can't do anything about destroying it for free. So, I'm pretty sure in that situation, living death would be the only option. But, like...
Would Raging Demon work? I don't think so, right?
Raging Demon is destroy the unit in front. Nullifies destroy effects.
Yeah, so... Yep.
So, yeah, they can't Raging Demon it, which is actually nice. So, this is a very solid card. I assume every red deck would be running her. Like, she's just really good for that. If you can get the values off. But if most people, when they do see this card on the field, they're going to just go for it immediately. I haven't had an opportunity to keep her on the field longer than level 3.
That's a major threat. People don't want to deal with it.
Nah, it's got to be like, if you're going to get this card on the field, you got to like have like the growth points straight away. I mean, it's hard, really. If you can somehow get this on the field to keep it alive for like 2, because you need 3 growth points. Got 5 stages of it. It's tricky. I mean, Nero could benefit, like True Power, red-green. But it's still amazing. But it's still, overall, it's a fun card to play. Next up, Clay Samurai, 4 cost Spirit, 1/8. When a friendly spirit dies, it gains +2 attack. The spirits have got a lot of utility and potential. There's just not enough to support them right now. But I can see the spirits becoming a really cool deck.
Yeah, they just need a little bit more support to make them more viable.
Yeah, there's like just very, very limited spirit cards, and there's very limited support, and the support is mainly in black, but the support in black is really good. I actually really do like it. I can't wait to see more of them. Mole, 4 cost 3/5 beast. When played, he explores for Lil Mole, so he's the other one that explores for Lil Mole. As Hunter said before, if Day of Nightmares is rotated out, if they do, he's a good replacement for Carlos, because we need something to replace Carlos.
Yeah, and he has solid stats.
Yeah,
3/5.
Yeah, I won't lie, I like his stats. I mean, just getting Lil Molly is always fun, and as we explained, Lil Molly is just a really awesome card. But yeah, like I think it's a good card. For now, I'm not really seeing much of use to play it, but because the action's just way better. But like, if something happens, you know what's gonna happen then. Next up, 4 cost 2/7 Tama. Human is at memory 4. He explores for detonation. I think it's pretty okay. Like, it's good. He does the job.
I mean, gets you a detonate. What more could you want? Detonate's always nice.
Yeah, memory 4 isn't difficult with Jill or any red deck, and you know, just hey, I get detonation. And you know, he's got a 2/7 body, so he's gonna sit there for a bit. So it's alright. Takenaka Hanabe. 4-cost human, 1/3. When played, he gives all other friendly humans +1/+2. So, yeah, I like it. What his stat. I like what he does utility-wise. Just haven't been able to utilize him just yet. For red humans, he's a pretty damn good card, I think. Just you give that buff and then you're done with him.
Yeah, I mean, the best way to use him is to have 2 human units on board and then play him.
Yeah.
That's the best way to get the most value out of him.
Whole card. Princess Fuse, a 4-cost 2/4 human. When a friendly unit is placed on the field, deal 2 damage to a random enemy unit. While on the field, whenever the player who controls this unit destroys another unit through damage dealing effects, explore for shield, excluding damage through spillover.
Hey, quick question before that. Have you used the hero art that reduces the MP of a unit of a certain tribe? Does that work with spirits? It should, right?
Well, yeah, spirit is its own mechanic. Like, you target the spirit, and yeah, core orchestra will reduce the other spirits in your hand by 1.
Huh. Maybe you could run like a dual color orchestra spirit deck.
Good do
I don't know.
it.
In theory, it might be worth.
Alright, we'll have to look at the right cards for it. I'm trying to think what would be the right choices though.
Yeah, we'll look into that later.
Yeah, what did you think of Princess Fuse?
Princess Fuse.
You say?
I think she's solid in the right deck. Like if you build around her, like you can get value.
Yeah, she's all like a solid card. Epic. I don't own this one. It's the only card of red I don't own it. But yeah, overall, yeah, I think it's an alright card. Like it can be solid when you get the plays right. Yeah. Next we have Satake Yoshishiki, 5-cost 4/10. The unit cannot counter. It's an alright card. There are like, it is a drawback that he can't counter because he's got such a big body. For being a beat stick, I guess. But I guess there are just better options.
There are better options, but if you just want a meat stick, I mean, he's your guy.
He's the dude right there. So that's that boy right there. Crimson Helm, 5-cost spirit, has shield, attacking, deal 3 damage split among all enemy units. After taking damage, he gains slow. Like, this is technically a better 5-cost action card unit. Because there's a lot more value out of Crimson Helm.
Yeah, Crimson Helm is nice. I like it. Just him getting a shield off the bat. Just make sure he might not take damage right away, right?
And ensures that. And once he gets his 100% from attacking, you know, there's 3 damage split across the field. Like, I would see more play out of him, but I guess I haven't just yet, but I'm expecting to.
I think for the most part, he'll usually be able to get like at least 2 attacks in before he takes a hit. So
yeah, that's true. All right. Next up is Takeda Shinjin, 6-cost 2/7. When played, he deals 1 damage to all enemy units. He has a growth level of 2. Level 2, Arc Charge 2. Level 3, +2/+2. Level 4, Explore for Furin Kazan. And overall, this dude is solid, and so is Furin Kazan, which is Arc Charge of 2. Give a friendly unit +2 attack, agility, and reduce any damage of 3 or less taken by this to 1. It's just a solid card in general. Like, it's just so good.
yeah, really good card.
I think we're only running really one of him in the deck right now, are we? At least I am.
I mean, he's just an overall good red card that can give you utility with that Explore.
Yeah. And like he's offering Arc Charges, and like, you know, that's really good.
Yeah. Art Charge gives you Arrow's ability on your unit. The Explorer also has Art Charge, so you're getting at least 4 Art Charge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, solid card.
A solid card, and yeah, overall, like, this is a card you want to, like, you'll have really good fun running this dude. Next up is Toyotomi Hideyoshi, 6 cost, 3/6 human. He has Rush, Crush. Ascended, he gains +1/2, +1/+2, and Spillover, only for 1 attack. If he didn't lose that for 1 attack, this guy would be pretty damn solid, but, like, overall, I think he's an alright card.
Yeah, he's alright. Not the best, but not the worst.
Yeah, not the best, not the worst. And like I said, if he didn't lose the +1/+2 and Spillover, he'd be pretty good. But, you know, having the Crush always is a benefit because, you know, he doesn't take damage when attacking. So, Crush is pretty fun. And last but not least, Divine Spear Yukimaru, 7/2/8 legendary. The dude is a fucking beast. Love him. He has combo. Ascend, gains +1 attack and agility. He reduces all damage taken to 1, and he takes 1 damage every 5 seconds. Dude is a fucking beast. This guy is calming. His hidden tribe is calming.
Yeah, dude's a monster, man. He gets going, he gets going.
Yeah, when he gets going, he gets going. It is so fun playing him. And when he gets off, like, it's hard for them to deal with. I mean, it can be dealt with black and green have the better chances of dealing with this guy. I don't know about purple. Red really can't deal with it. Can purple do anything to this or no?
They can steal it, but other than that, not really.
Yeah, there's not much I can do.
He's a threat, dude. He comes out, you better be ready.
Yeah, if he comes, just be ready. Because you always want to. I think it's always best to sort of get that ascended status off him, so that, you know, he avoids, I guess, murderous spikes or whatever. But like, then he's like a 3/7 with combo, with agility coming at you. Yeah, he's taking 1 damage every time, but if you can sort of give him shields or somehow buff his HP, specifically with Jill, guys.
Yeah, dude's nuts, man.
Dude is hella nuts. Alright guys, that is the red card showcase. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I am Nintendo, this was Hunter. We'll be back with the next set for green, purple, then black, because every color got some really cool shit. And we're just looking forward to new decks and new stuff, new crafting, and apparently something new with this spirit. So stay tuned. Thanks again for watching, guys. Take care and have a nice day, and peace out, yo.
See ya, everyone.